why is everything like 1,000 times slower? And this is not because Simon Marlowe or anyone is not doing their homework, because these are amazing, amazing compiler writers. It's just laziness has a price. But what's actually going on is when you pattern match on the input list, if that list isn't shared at all, or it's not used as you pattern match on it, then you see the con cell, and then you go into the right-hand side, and then you have to deallocate the con cell at some point. On the other hand, on the right-hand side of the definition, what happens is you want to extend the accumulator. So you want to, free a new con cell, or allocate a new con cell, and then use that to grow the accumulator. And then Dan had this idea that for Cocoa, what he wanted to do, because he kind of dynamically has this reference count, he knows exactly how many references are going into the con cell that you just matched on. And if there's one, you can reuse that memory location to grow the accumulator list that you're reversing. Mm-hmm. So what happens is that even though you write this beautiful functional programming that everyone knows and loves, what's actually happening under the hood when you execute this is like the really ugly reverse a linked list in C by kind of swapping a bunch of pointers. And this is great, right? Dan was so thrilled when this kind of came together. He said, like, it has all this beautiful calculation from the JFP Perls that he loves. And he's like, this is the first time in the history of the world that like a functional programming is beating C. On a functional algorithm on trees that is beating C. And he was like, that was really cool. I found that super exciting, because it brings together like performance, calculation, algorithms, data structures, theorem proving, and even though it's maybe not explicitly the message in the paper, I think it's a huge win for functional programming. Not only because the programs you write are really quick, it's also that if you want to do any proofs about the imperative programs, you need to write the functional version anyhow to specify the loop invariant, right?